Welcome to FAB After-HOURS. We got the podcast all set up.
What up?
You know, we got everybody on. We're doing a little big episode right here. You got boy Shamar, you got Jake, you got Frankie, and you got the boy Kickstand right here on the side. You already know. Nah, that's Tweedy, my folks. So yeah, we be talking about just a little bit of car stuff. It's pretty much like a car podcast, car information, I guess, or in other topics, honestly. Yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes to see if y'all like it. Talk a little about yourself, Shamar, or something.
Where should I begin? It all started when I was born.
Oh God!
No, I'm my name's Shamar. Nickname, a lot of stuff we're not gonna mention. But a lot of you guys know me as Supercar. But I'm basically everybody's personal mechanic in the group. Everybody's.
Yeah.
From start to finish, from motor swaps to cams and tunes and stuff like that. We get it done over here. I help everybody get it done for a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Pretty fair. I think I'm reasonable, right?
You're pretty reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes too reasonable, but we don't.
Alright, Tweedy.
I'm Tweedy. I mean, I kind of just handle some of the extra shit in the group. As far as just kind of keeping everybody in check when check needs to be handled.
Yeah.
I just kind of bullshit.
We'll call you a project manager.
That's
Call
a
him a
good
project man.
Foreman. He's a
Foreman.
He's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the littlest foreman known to man.
Angry elf.
Nah,
Angry elf.
I just kind of make sure everybody's good, handle what needs to be handled, financial stability sometimes, but yeah, that's me. Franklin.
Frankie, other known as Phantom on Instagram. I don't really do much but drive. I'm the GT500 in the group. And yeah, there's not much to it.
You make a lot of jokes. That's kind of what you do.
Yeah, comedian, chef.
Chef!
Yeah,
Yeah!
definitely.
Whipping it up in here. But yeah, Jake.
I'm Jake. I'm mainly a photographer, trying to do some video stuff, but any pictures you see on the FAB page, that's pretty much me. Maybe Max sometimes, we throw him in there every so often. Yeah. Other than that, I'm just part of the film crew, as you can see on Willie's shirt over there. But yeah, that's about it. I drive a slow Kia. Nothing crazy.
Hey bro, I'm slow too.
That's true. Me and you are both slow.
I shoot flames.
We're all slow.
You do shoot flames. Me soon.
Slow by the mile club.
Yeah. Slow by the mile.
Smiles per gallon.
Smiles per gallon.
For sure. Okay. So
We need to answer a lot of. Okay, first off, everybody wants to know what FAB stands for.
okay.
So we're gonna.
We
You got to get them from start to end. Like, what was the name before? What's the name now? What have been the in between names?
Alright. So it was like fast ass boys, fat ass. There's a bunch of different names, but it really stands for Formula Auto Builds. We started this. We're trying to start a shop. Hopefully soon.
The brand is Formula Auto Builds.
Yes,
the
brand.
The physical brand itself.
Exactly.
Is Formula Auto Builds. You can call it what you want. We've made up, I think, every name you can probably think of, but the actual brand itself is Formula Auto Builds.
Yeah.
Then it goes on of how long we've been doing this.
We've been doing this for like what, 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah.
2019.
It was me and Shamar started this a long time ago.
Yeah.
We got really drunk one night and we're like, let's host car meets. So we started doing that and yada. Then like 2 years later, we brought on Tweedy. Tweedy, helped out a lot, so we made him a leader. Then we, kind of just moved on. These two guys are still kind of new.
Yeah.
But they are
For the
here
most
like
part.
every day. And
We really went from more so just doing meets to trying to focus on more of like the scene itself. Like I'd say like a year straight, we were kind of blind. We were just like, let's host every weekend and try to make this the biggest group we possibly can. And then, me and Willie just kind of had to back up and we were like, hey, like, I don't really like this because, sure, we have 50 members at some point and it's just like, there's maybe 15 to 20 that are active, that come to meets. We do meetings every once in a while to keep everybody, you know, in the loop of what's going on and what we're trying to do if we're trying to do trips and stuff. And it was just like the interaction we would get was like a third of the group, if that. So, you know, we just kind of sat down and we were like, you know, the meets are cool and all, but one, we're starting to get in trouble with them, and two, it's just like, I think we need to go bigger and really focus on media instead of our local stuff, because the local stuff can only get you so far. Yeah. And so we tried to focus on media, and we're still actively trying to go more out of state as far as trips and everything, but we really, I think, switched up big time, taking some of those inactive people out of the group and focusing on getting out of the local scene. Like the ATL car scene is in my eyes, like the Georgia car scene is top 3.
I would say, if not one of the
best.
Top
3, and if you don't believe me, come to ATL. And
literally come to one of our meets. And not even ours. You could be
not
Project
even that, bro.
Shout out to Project 85, our boys over there.
Caffeine and Octane.
Caffeine and Octane, like
the biggest.
Yes,
the biggest.
Like,
yeah.
But for the night meets, usually Project 85 and FAB. That's like, and you got Mob and Street and all them. But you know, the main guys.
There's also so many groups.
There's
like,
so many.
So many new groups coming up.
Even us being in the scene for as long as we have, there's new groups that we see getting
like
posted
every year.
Dude, there's like, it's a monthly basis at this point, and it's like
it's just a growing culture.
Because there was like some groups that just popped up out of nowhere, and I feel like we did that for a while. We started popping heavily as far as the meets, and then we learned what comes after that is that you can't keep doing that because you're just gonna get shut down instantly.
It did get really crazy at one point. It was almost every single month that we were hosting. It was some.
It was every single week.
It was every week. It was a
was.
week, and then after we start getting in trouble, I mean, for instance, having the whole GSP squadron come to our meet was literally insane.
The GSP
The helicopters and all that stuff. People shining lasers at the helicopters, shooting fireworks at the helicopters. Just not absolutely just caring.
It looked like a takeover.
Yeah.
It turned into.
We do not condone that.
We don't condone.
No.
It turned into a burnout pit, just straight up.
There's a time and place to go swing. I just don't condone going to an intersection.
I'll put it this way: it started. If you try and host a takeover during a memorial meet, you're just a different kind of person, and I'm gonna leave it there. Because
seriously.
That's when we were at our peak, and then that's when we started to slow down because but I'll leave that alone.
Exactly.
But the takeover scene we don't condone.
No,
we started to get pinned with it because, you know, the meets started getting crazy and there's always going to be those
and
people.
those groups would come to our meets and stuff like that. And I don't mind you coming to meets, but
just show respect to because you don't know how we do things.
Exactly, and like just chill out and, you know, do your thing, bro. Everybody's just kicking it. Like, I wanted to bring food trucks and all that stuff, but how can I do that when you got people swinging, you got cops coming here,
and especially you know, the county you're wanting to host in, knowing, and you know, surrounding counties as well, or thinking that is what your group does. It makes it really hard to legalize what we're doing.
First of all, one of the strictest counties in Georgia.
Seriously.
Strict.
Absolutely.
If you don't believe us, come in here and visit.
Come down here.
Cobb County ain't playing, bro.
There ain't no joke.
Nope, they right there with GSP.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
I'd rather get pulled over by GSP than Cobb County. I'm just saying.
It's a word.
Depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
It also depends.
If you're watching this, let's have a sit-down meeting. I'm serious.
Let's
talk about this.
I want to see, like, where did we get wrong, and I want to figure it out.
Come on.
Because I miss hosting meets, and I miss doing good shows, whatever. But, you know.
But it wasn't so much as the group from Atlanta coming to our meets. It's also about what they do down there also affects every other county. So it's like, you guys want to run from the cops and you want to hit and kill people, and that just affects every other car scene because now everybody looks bad.
Right.
No, 100%. Like, just constant. Like that guy with the F-150 running over that kid.
Yeah.
Like, and he gets arrested. Gets
Everybody knows that picture.
Everybody knows that picture.
The GTA ATL picture is that.
By the way, who we met in person.
He ran up to us and he's like, "Hey, by the way, you remember that F-150 on the news?" And we were like,
Who doesn't remember
Who
that?
doesn't remember this? And he looks, he goes, "That's me," and then just walks away.
There was no bullshit.
No context, no nothing, just walks.
He was like, I was like, no way. He was like, bro, it shows us his mugshot. Right? and then we pull up the GTA meme post, and he's like, that is him. So Lafayette tried to take a video. He ran away and said, no, nigga, I'm gonna go back. I was like, okay, he was cool, but he was nowhere near out of trouble.
No.
He had to go back to court
he was
stuff.
screwed.
So.
He was screwed.
That case was not closed.
No.
At all.
No.
By the way, this is like right after that happened. This was not like...
This was like
within 2
days.
months.
Yeah, this was
Yes.
like days.
No, it wasn't days.
No, it was literally
No, it
like a
was
few
months.
weeks after.
It was months.
Was it?
It was,
It was like two months.
Bro, you're tripping.
I could have sworn it was at least
This
like
was
a couple
July.
weeks.
Yeah, I thought it was a
It was a
couple
couple
weeks.
weeks.
July.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, y'all saw him on September or something.
Yeah.
That was a couple
okay.
I promise you, you're not gonna see that dude days after.
But no.
No, he's probably in jail right
His
now.
Christmas present is the jail time.
Yeah.
So
He locked up.
He got coal.
He definitely got.
He got
He
coal.
got gold.
But that just affects every other scene, and people that are trying to come up, and it's like they can't come up because within 30 minutes their meat's getting shut down. Cops running in there, running them off. They don't want them, getting on the intercom and stuff like that.
No, that's literally what would happen to us. We'd pull in the meat, and there'd literally be 10 cops there already.
we used to have people go from like Palm Beach, Florida, Destin,
Coming from everywhere.
Like they're in Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina. Like people would come up like, yo, we drove freaking 8 hours here. I'm like, yo,
Why?
Why?
Like,
It's really mainly a lot of the memorial meets. Kim Block, which
Ken
who
Block.
wow.
wasn't gonna show up to that meet?
Yeah,
we
seriously.
literally have 75 North.
Blocked.
Just blocked. People going out Bear Parkway,
Oh my god.
just covered. Like
Traffic.
I couldn't tell you. Like, oh my gosh, it was so much
Driving-
fun.
Bear Parkway looked like it did
It
at
looked like
noon.
Fast and the
Yeah.
Furious.
Yeah, like you drive on Bear Parkway at noon, nothing but traffic. Everybody's going to lunch. Some people are getting off work. That's literally what it looked like at 10 o'clock at night.
Driving into the parking lot, it was like the parting of seas.
So yeah, the meets of clean block meets were just like absolutely insane. Yeah.
That was probably our last biggest
Yeah.
meet
I
that we
would say,
hosted,
yeah.
and we had to calm down after that because I swear to God, I heard the sirens and I seen just nothing but blue off to the distance, and they came in there with some force, man.
I watched a
I
guy.
was-
But I did see the helicopter before I saw the cop
So did I.
cars.
I did
was-
too.
Plus helicopter.
Yeah.
One of the last ones I went to that like genuinely did kind of make me kind of step back a second was we tried to host at Marietta the one time in that smaller lot,
Yeah.
and it rained. And
You know what happens when it rains.
happens when it rains, and they waited. There was a cop that sat at a bank.
Oh,
Someone brought it up that the cop was sitting at the bank, but they weren't doing anything. So I was like, okay, let's chill. Sure enough, he was calling and waiting, and they blocked off every entrance and exit to the place. And I was like, oh shit, this is really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, at the Ken Block meet, I watched the guy who shot the laser at the helicopter. I watched him get ripped out of his car.
oh yeah.
We've seen
Okay.
way too many people get arrested.
I watched him get arrested.
Way too many people.
Like that one kid, that Beamer kid did a burnout.
Oh yeah.
So
He got arrested. And
But you did a burnout in front of the cops.
Yes.
Willie was getting pulled over, and then the dude starts doing a burnout.
You did a burnout.
No, that's the different one. That's the white
It was
Charger.
the most
Yeah.
recent one, the white
Yeah.
Charger one.
No, but this is like
At Target in
a couple
Ackworth.
months back.
This was before all y'all.
Yeah. So like we were at Target meet and we're chilling, like nobody's doing anything. This kid with a Beamer thought he was a crap, did a burnout. He goes, ha 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 ha. Cops block him in.
Yeah.
After the cops had already had been walking around the meet, looking at everybody's
Bro,
bills,
letting them
appreciating
rev.
everybody's bills, letting us rev a little bit, and then you go and do a burnout in front of 3 of them like they weren't going to do
Exactly.
anything.
Seriously.
And then he gets arrested. He gets back in the back of the cop car. and this dumb little kid, high schooler, decided to open the cop car door in the rear and was
Wait.
like,
Yes. So
and was like,
He walks up to the
oh,
cop car
run,
and tries to open
run,
the
run.
door.
You're kidding.
And then
I'm
the
not.
kid steps
Is the kid
out.
in handcuffs, by the way?
oh
at this
yeah,
point?
this all
Oh
on
my
video.
gosh.
Kid gets pushed, like the cop like pins the kid against the car, throws him back in there. That kid's trying to run, and the other
He got arrested.
He got called fat.
Let's not forget that was the same night that I almost got arrested sitting
Oh,
in my
yeah.
truck that was off.
Yeah.
Why were you getting arrested for
Because
sitting in
my
your truck?
plate.
Yeah,
Oh.
A week before,
Yeah.
I got ticketed. I got 3 tickets for plate because I was on a dealer plate. And then the same cop showed up at that meat spot. I was getting in my truck because they had shut it down. I was getting in my truck, didn't even get to close the door. And he blocked me in and came out just screaming. And I have a video somewhere of 9 cop cars, 9 Cobb County PD cop cars sitting around my truck that wasn't even on, ticketing
Wow.
me for a tag.
Yeah.
He took my plate.
Go to the DMV and get your tag.
Speaking of, Willie got pulled over in my car. I've been pulled over once in my car for a license plate cover. He decides to take my car and go get food one night, and then he gets pulled over for the same license plate cover on my car.
Because it's tinted.
Dude,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. It's clear.
No, it's tinted, but it's
It's
so
very
slight. It's so
no,
slight.
My car.
Yours was dark.
Like you could not see that.
Oh yeah, yours was dark.
I do
Yours
that for
was
a
dark.
reason. I don't come when I go dark. You know. But yeah, no. Like I was like, he pulled me over. I said, "This is like not loud."
He FaceTimed me in the car, and I was like, "No way you got pulled over in my car."
And then we start talking about COD. Like
The cop?
Yes.
Like we were talking about COD. I said, "Yo," he's like, "What are you doing out here?" I said, "Oh, I'm getting food. I'm playing new COD." And I just said some bullcrap on top of my head.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, how is it?" And I was like, "Oh, perfect." I was like, "All right, yo, yeah." And he goes, "Bro, okay, bet. He goes, "What's your username?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not telling you."
Hold on a second.
I'm not telling you that because I was like, "No, I'm not playing with a cop." Like, I mean, no disrespect, but I see.
He'd
I
probably-
blocked all cops off my social media.
To be fair, he
That I
probably-
know are
But
cops.
some people, bro, some guys just be tryhards, and it's like, look, bro, I understand you're doing your job, and I respect that 100%. But like,
Yeah.
you pulled me over for something so simple, but there's a guy running 180 down Cobb Parkway. Like, what? I got pulled over for my tent. So recently, I know us four went to Gallenberg.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That we did.
Yes.
Bro, look, amazing time up there, good weekend.
Oh, beautiful cabin, everything.
It's like Fast
But
and the
the
Furious.
roads,
Oh.
Terrible.
bro.
The
No,
worst.
not terrible.
No, hold on.
Terrible.
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 I cannot. I scraped all the way up.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Well, the highways were fine.
I was about to
It's
say
like when
fine.
you start hitting these back roads,
The
it's like,
strip was good too.
The strip
oh, yeah,
was
strip
good.
was
Yeah,
good.
strip was fine.
But hold on, can we talk about the fact that the cabin we picked had the worst driveway?
Bro, I'm talking about.
90 degrees straight vertical.
Man.
I mean,
And look,
The
of course,
next
my
owner-
car has no e-brake.
Yeah.
Everybody was putting rocks under their tires.
Yeah.
I mean, even I was, and I have a good e-brake, and that's only because of how steep the incline on this driveway was. I mean, it was
It
terrible.
was sketchy. And he almost went off the mountain.
Twice. I tried to go further down the road and make a U-turn, and instead of all 4 wheels being on the ground, 3 were. And they weren't 3 important ones. And the car just crept slowly, and I punched it, and they started spinning, and it finally caught, and I was able to make the U-turn. Then I started going up the driveway, and there was a sharp turn at the top.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as I went to make the turn, the same thing again. This time on an incline about to come off of the driveway down the mountain
Yeah.
like a tumbleweed.
Like a tumbleweed.
Oh, if you was going over a mountain, you was done.
Yeah, you were done. Me and
Yeah.
Shamar,
You might be dead before you stop rolling.
I turned up.
Oh,
the,
100%.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
I was just like,
I turned up the wrong driveway and did a burnout accidentally because it was so steep.
I honestly love the experience.
Yeah, it was good.
That was my first time going.
The
I
sunsets and
don't know how
sunrises.
many. Have you been to Gatlinburg?
This is my first time.
That was first time
Yeah,
going.
mine too.
I've been, but
So,
different purposes.
you know, don't get me wrong. The vehicles at the show were amazing. The show was not what I expected it to be.
I agree. I think it was more the fact, as a filmer at least, there were too many people to the point where I could get a shot of a car or...
What are you going to do about that, bro? It's an indoor
No,
show.
and that's fair.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But
fair.
the
But
build,
like,
it was very cramped. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the cars are like...
I almost kissed a
Here?
couple of people in there.
On purpose?
No, not on purpose.
No, but that's how close... but like, that's how close you were, like, seriously getting.
And you know, I hate smelling people too. God, yeah, man. Like,
No, like there's a dude that like, you know, he posted a video like publicly, and he was like, look, like this is something to expect at Gatlinburg, and that was one of the things he said. He said if you're a photographer or a filmer, just
Good luck.
Pack the fuck up.
well, the building threw me off because I'm
Yeah.
thinking like this huge building,
It's
and
not
I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
different sections in the building
I
of different
agree.
vehicles
I
and
agree.
vendors and stuff. No, everything was in one
Yeah.
part of the building,
Right.
which made everything so cramped.
Right.
and, the food.
No.
Nah,
Bro,
cafeteria
it tastes-
food.
Bro, I swear it tastes. I'd rather go back to elementary school food.
It was cafeteria food.
I think it was
Wait,
worse
better food
than
at the house.
cafeteria food.
Bro, I'm talking about that. I've been into what was it, a burger? I've been into it, I said, oh, it's still moving. It's moving, but it's old.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't get to go because I was gonna go get content at a different show, and 2 weeks before they hosted the show, they canceled. So
Still should have came.
I
What
understand.
show was it?
I went there. It was PCB Truck Meet, and yes, it probably would have been a bunch of squatted trucks, but I knew of a couple people that had already
Carolina squad.
agreed to go, and it was gonna be 2 different weekends with 2 separate big groups of content. So I was like, you know what, I'll do this. I like the truck stuff. Of course, I like the slam cars, but like, the truck stuff is more for me. So
But I will say this: me and Willie went out to get groceries for the whole house. Oh my! Our jaws were literally dropped the whole time. Like every parking lot you look in, there was a car on the floor.
wild.
Look, I'm not a big JDM fan or like crazy into like the camber and all that.
I agree.
I was just still like, dude, these cars are clean.
They
I
weren't.
like it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I'm a big American
That
muscle
was-
guy.
That was the
But-
best part. Was the night meets.
No, seriously.
And the actual
But-
show was okay.
Yes.
But the night meets were top tier.
It was
But
incredible.
The only problem with the night meets happen, we got people doing their little hoodlum stuff.
That's true.
ATL, like
Yeah.
just swinging like ATL stuff.
Yep.
Like,
But the honest, like you, there are people out here you just cannot control. They absolutely have to do something in order to be posted on YouTube or Instagram. Like they have to do it because everybody's watching.
They want attention.
Yeah, but-
They want their
but at
15
the same
seconds
time,
of
at the
fame.
same time, why?
That's
What is the point?
15 seconds of fame.
The
That's
thing
all
about
it
it-
Yeah.
15 seconds of fame, 15 seconds, then you won't go in there and hit it.
It's
I saw
literally
5
just
cars.
like it's just the I don't even want to call it that, but it's like the adrenaline junkies of the car scene. But it's
Yep.
like, bro, there's so many other forms of fashion. I could say take it to a track, but most of these, I'll be nice, but most of these fellows' cars and bank accounts couldn't make it on a track, so they do it in the streets of Atlanta.
And by the way, the cars that were at Slam Enough were not these junky builds. I would say like 75% of them were like
Bro,
really nice.
cars,
What do you guys think of the
cars
guy
are
clean?
fuego.
Oh,
Clean.
the guy who won Slammed Enough.
Oh, the Charger?
Oh, don't
The
even-
Charger.
He should have
Hey,
won.
his shit was clean.
It had a lot of stuff done to it, to
But
be
I-
fair.
I don't think
Look,
he should have
He
won.
had reps on.
Look, no, listen.
He did have reps on it.
He didn't have real wheels. They were reps.
No, they were 100% reps. I think he could have won a show in the early 2000s. He had screens on the back of the seat.
No, not only
screens in the trunk.
Not only screens on the back of the seats, he had them on the front of the headrest, which I've never seen.
Wait, on the front?
Yes, he had them on the front of the headrest. So where you put your head against, there was a screen.
Why?
I have no clue.
I
know
feel
my
like the
greasy
Lego
ass hair
Lexus
would not like
should've won.
that.
We got eyes in the back of his head.
I guess.
My biggest thing for like show builds, cars that win shows is, everything has to be touched. That's just one of those things. Like, of course, if you have like a top 75, it's going to be hard for 75 people to have every part of the truck touched. But if you're going to win a show of that caliber, engine modifications must be a part of it.
I think so too.
That was-
I agree.
That was
Must
a
be.
bone stock 392.
Was it?
Bone
Yes.
stock. Not even a cold air.
Did he have the hood popped?
He did have the hood.
Because
He
the
had-
hood was painted.
But he also had a custom hood prop too, which had like his Insta or his
Yeah.
title.
I mean,
or
that's
Well,
whatever.
everybody
That's
has
normal.
everybody.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, I get you paid the money to get it painted. It's no hate towards the dude. There's so much done to the car, and I think personally that's why he won.
That's
is
true.
because there was so much done as far as interior and exterior, but like there's that one key component of engine modifications, which I know a lot of the dudes in there, you know, with their stance, bagged, everything cars have a lot of engine mods.
Spent a lot of money on too.
There was-
I cannot the amount of engine bays I seen with nothing but chrome
Boy.
and just
Titanium.
deck the
everything.
hell
Carbon.
out, top to bottom, and I'm like,
even if you're just putting like plastics and stuff in it, I think some of the things in his engine bay were painted. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like
Yeah.
so like that was my first thing is I saw a pan of the car, and like that was the first thing that hit my eye was 392 with a stock cold air and nothing else, and I was just like,
I will say though, he did have like a scene set up around the bottom of the car. You remember he had like clouds or something like that on the bottom
Oh,
with
yeah,
lights,
yeah.
which was cool. That was
he
different.
had a full like booth.
He had a
Yeah,
full
yeah,
booth
yeah,
setup. It was cool.
I mean, that's cool, but like a lot of other cars over there should
Yeah.
have been picked.
100%.
Which
Like,
and
there
Like
was-
that RX-7, the yellow one.
that and then the what's called
there was that E30.
that GTR R34,
Oh,
the wagon.
yep, that was clean.
rare.
It's rare.
It's super
It's
rare.
rare. It was clean. It was slammed. It was.
We
clean.
can go through a ton of
Uh,
cars.
yeah,
Yeah.
a whole list.
That should have got
The
picked.
the Varus STI.
Yeah.
With
The
beautiful
Lego
car.
Lexus.
Yeah.
He was
Also
clean.
None of y'all like the the
Bro,
the
the
Cum-
Oh, the
Mustang.
Mustang.
Did you not see that? There was
You
a
didn't
white
see it?
there was a white Mustang, and you know how you can put like vinyl underneath vinyl and make a
Yeah.
shape? He
Yeah.
had like little cum things underneath it.
The car
All over the
Instagram
car.
was cum stang.
Wait, it was?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Instagram.
Oh my
So
god.
that kind of shit I think
Shout out
is
to
funny.
cum stang.
Yeah, that
I
kind of
guess.
shit to me is funny, and I'm like,
It's
that's
hilarious.
kind of different. It's gross, but
Yeah.
it's different.
It's different. If you walk up to the car and that's what you notice, you know what? All him.
I just couldn't ride.
So-
around like
I
that.
couldn't do that.
The thing for me is like the other thing about GAT that everybody started to realize over the past 2 years was that how strict it got. Like people were freaking out because they've spent you know thousands and thousands of dollars on their car. They actually drive their car up there, don't get it trailered, you know, drive your builds. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And then they get denied entry to the show because they have a piece of the splitters scraped up, the wraps peeled. I understand there's a lot of shows that I've been to. SEMA is not, you know, SEMA is one of those biggest ones that people will rip apart because, you know, they will put these cars and trucks in these super high class shows and they show up and look like garbage.
And by the way, I can say that when I was in Slam, that if I saw cars that had paint chips and all this, so for the
100%.
people that got like taken out
That's
for
because
that,
of last year. That's because of last year.
Yeah,
a lot of
because
people got
everybody
rejected.
got so mad.
And it's like,
So
bro,
they-
I came all this way, I paid it, and it apparently didn't get paid back. But that's what they
so
said
you're
they
saying
did.
they backed off, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
They backed off.
I can tell you, I wouldn't have made it in. I couldn't
No,
have
I
entered.
wouldn't either.
No, it's still strict, bro. Don't get me wrong.
That's what
I
I was
don't-
saying, Frankie.
I
Remember
don't
when we
care.
pulled up there and I said I wasted my money
The
because
parking lot was better
the
than the actual
parking lot was
show.
better
Yeah.
than the,
I
the
can agree.
actual the stuff in the show. So I'm like,
There was a lot better cars outside in the parking lot. A lot better.
And
I walked outside and my jaw dropped.
There was a Paul Walker GTR in the parking lot.
Yep.
Literally right by Paul
Well,
Walker's.
okay, I think
And I was like, bro.
I think half of that is just because they have to. They only have a number of cars, and you
Oh,
gotta
yes.
understand. A lot of those guys that y'all are dropping your jaws for, in their eyes, they wouldn't even dare try and make it in the show because they, you know, everybody sees their own flaws in their vehicle.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, to them, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna make it. And then, you know, we walk outside and we're like, oh my god, that's sick.
And let's
Yeah,
also not talk
and
about the
so-
fact that it was $90 to get in. Not everyone wanted to
That's
drop $90
It
to.
was 40 for one day.
No, 90 to put your car in the show
Oh.
plus your ticket. It was
Oh,
90.
you couldn't just get your car in.
And by the
walk
way,
in?
when you pay for the entry, that doesn't mean that you're getting in. That means that you are paying for them to look at it to approve it.
Yeah.
You're not
An
just
You
in.
attempt.
have to wait
An
in line, you
attempt.
have to wait in the line. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So
It's $90 for them before
it's
maybe.
pretty much like a scam.
I don't know that I would.
They definitely made their money.
They
I mean, they made their money, but like
made their money off the
dude,
wristbands alone,
The food was ass.
which, by the way, you paid for. That wasn't free,
It was
included
not
with Slam
free.
Enough.
It was ass. It wasn't good at all. The booths were pretty dope. Like,
I will say
booths were-
from other people that bought merch there, the merch was taxed.
Oh
Yeah.
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 I didn't buy a
I
single thing of Slam
understand.
Enough.
Make
I bought
your
a sticker.
bread. Make
I bought
your
a big
bread.
sticker.
You did buy a sticker.
Yeah.
Did you put it on?
No, not yet. But it's just I don't
I'm not
know.
low enough.
It wasn't. I'm just saying. The next time I go, there will be no show for me.
I can agree with that,
I would
but
stick to outdoor stuff.
The night meets. Go see Gatlinburg. Be a part of the scene. Always take your cars there.
If they happen.
But there is rumors because of the takeovers from this year that they might not be able to host again.
and by the way, let's talk about the scenery in Gatlinburg.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, it was
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
We pulled up for the first night, and there was a beautiful sunset over the mountains as we're driving up to our cabin. I mean,
yeah.
it was gorgeous.
It was
That's how I
good.
knew it was about to be good.
It was going to be amazing.
It
And
was about to
the
be
view
good.
from our cabin was great, but
I
the
will
driveway
say, like
was...
the Airbnb and the VRBO, whatever, that scene in that area, those houses are way though, bro.
Oh yeah.
The
We had a
house-
brand new
The house we
way
stayed in was like 6
dope.
months old. I mean, it was brand new.
Yeah, if you just go on your Airbnb and look up houses in Gatlinburg, you'll be blown away.
Oh yeah.
It was gorgeous. Other than the
Bears.
driveway.
The
Oh,
Bears.
my, I saw that one TikTok, but
Yeah, that convertible BMW.
Did
There's
it-
a Beamer. They got his
top rip.
top.
ripped
Yeah.
open by
completely
a bear
ripped
after
open.
driving all the way to shut on that.
He did make a pretty viral video about it, though. It was cool.
But that's
Yeah.
the Gat curse.
It is the
Nobody
Gat
talks
curse.
about the Gat curse.
Yeah, nobody talks about it.
Nobody wants it.
There's, I saw
Lafayette in his crack room.
Right before we're going. Did anyone see a bear while we were there, by the way? Because I can
Yes.
personally say I didn't see one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see one?
A bunch.
Yeah, it is.
Did you really?
Yes.
I never saw one.
Yeah, Willie got out the shower at some point.
Okay, but everything's swinging.
I will say though, like as far as having seen rare stuff there, I gotta shout out to Frankie for being like what there were only what two or three, including you, GT500s there.
I think so.
Yeah, it was about three. There was 3 GT500s, and I was the only track pack. That was
Only
Yeah.
track pack.
The only
in
track
Gat.
pack.
I mean, yeah.
Let's be fair. This was a Stancy.
That is fair.
Car
You have a point,
Stancy car meet.
Yes.
It was-
but that
Boy,
twin turbo one did show
Hey,
up.
all I
That-
They were
all I-
drooling. They were drooling. Everybody was
All I
drooling.
gotta say, Tennessee, I'm coming back.
That stuff is so good.
That is good. That is
This thing is
super
beautiful.
smooth moonshine. That's probably some of the best moonshine I've ever had.
3 for 75.
On the last night we were there,
Yeah,
too. We
the
couldn't
last
even go
night.
back.
Shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock? No. I'm already sipping a little bit right here. Hear that
He's rumpled.
ASMR?
But, like, okay, we got to go back to the takeovers and, like, what was actually happening.
So
Aside enough-
people were swinging in Gatlinburg City.
Seriously.
Right there where we were going down that strip, we were stuck in traffic for
There was
hours.
That's
a kid,
wild.
There was a kid that
Yes.
got killed.
Yeah,
because
kid got
of it.
killed, yeah.
How did you get killed?
From the takeover.
Did he
got
get hit?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Wow.
got slung into a building.
Wow.
Oh
I didn't
my.
know all that.
I did
How
not
fast
know.
was that dude going in a circle?
Well, still, it's just,
There was that one point where
Rest
we were
in
not
peace.
moving because the lights were turning green and we still weren't moving. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Rest in peace, but that car had to be moving in that circle
For him to
Well, he's
hit,
going
for
like
you
this.
to hit a building.
or he was going straight on and he was right in front of him.
If he's going like Jake, bro, it ain't gonna take much.
I'd rather die on
I'd
impact.
fly away.
We
Gust of wind.
We walls. We put up with a big.
I seen some big boys get hit.
Oh,
And
it
you
was
know what's
long.
funny? It is nonstop on Instagram of people still getting hit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get the drift. Don't jump
thing
in the
is-
circle if you don't know what you're
No, the
doing.
funny thing, the crazy thing is, it's like people make this a joke now. It's like people are getting hit.
It's like, do you want to get hit?
It's like people.
It's like you must want to get hit,
Oh, I want to
right?
get famous. So we step in
Step
front
back
of
or
this
get
car.
smacked. That's-
But, like,
that's
I
You ain't
saw
gonna
him
be saying
say-
that when that car snatch your
You're
pants
not.
off.
I saw a video.
That was funny.
He got
That
hit.
The Mustang rolled over him.
Yeah, he rolled over, did a burnout on his pants, and pulled his pants off. 300 people.
snatched his pants
no.
off.
It wanted to wear it for himself.
That,
But like, I've seen some takeover videos where people like literally get hit and then roll over the trunks of these cars. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
which
Oh, yeah.
again we
they
do not.
cartwheel in the air.
Right. So like,
Shoes
couple years,
fly off.
like 2 years, 2 to 3 years back, we were we know there was a, I'm gonna shout them, I guess, whatever, I don't care. Pink Flamingo, me. They were over there swinging, in Atlanta the day before Cafe and Octane, when it was still down there at Perimeter Mall.
Yep.
And so we're like, okay, cool. Like, they were going all night until they took over 285. I think
Dang.
it was 285.
They did.
That's a major high.
They took over 280.
Yes,
Wow.
they did.
So I didn't wake up on time, so everybody else went down there. They're going, and they're like, they call me. They're like, yo, you would not believe what I just saw on the side of the highway. And it was just a dead body.
You're
Chilling.
you're kidding.
And then the video got like literally the same day of that girl getting like hanging out the window, gets slung out the car, and hit the other car.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
my.
it decapitated her.
Yeah.
And the car she was in ran
Wait,
over
hold on.
her bottom and took her bottom off.
This video got leaked. She got decapitated. Her
Yes.
body was
It was
on.
on Instagram for like 3 weeks.
Oh my.
And it didn't get
Wow.
taken down for a while because it kept getting reposted.
Rest in peace, by the way. Like we don't.
Yeah, I don't know
that's,
who it was.
I remember that.
It was just-
Yeah, I remember that.
That's serious.
That was
It was
really
just sitting on
bad.
the side of the
But
road
and guess what?
for hours.
The car she was riding. Guess what they did? They took off.
Fuck off, bro.
Yeah. And still not getting pinned for it. Nobody knows who it was.
There was another incident too where they were underneath the tunnel at the airport.
Oh.
And
yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head what had happened. Maybe a guy was blowing his horn or told them like, "Yo, stop!
that-
We're trying to
yeah.
get through."
And he
And
caught him.
he got jumped
Yeah.
by everybody.
At
Like
the airport?
Yes.
it was
Wow.
underneath one of the major bridges
It was
that
on-
the
it was on
runway runs
75.
on.
Oh.
Going into Atlanta.
At,
It was all
basically
the way
at
to the
Hartsfield
airport.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dude, I've
It's
personally seen it with my own eyes. Like, if you're a bystander at one of those, just don't act out. Don't try to drive through
Stay
it.
in your
Just
car.
stay and hold it out. I know you're probably getting off work. I know you just stay, because if you even so slightly as honk, you or your car is getting demolished.
Because you got like 16-year-olds with straps that should not have straps.
No.
And then they're shooting at them and stuff like that. It's like, bro.
It's got people that are not right in the head.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I'm big on guns.
But that's all
I
they
love
know
my
down
guns.
there.
I love my guns. But when you got a 16-year-old that doesn't know how to do gun safety or anything like that, it's like,
Toting around in his pocket.
exactly. Like, and he don't even know how to shoot. He can't aim. He holding that thing sideways. I don't know. I seen a kid point a gun and the clip fall out. I was looking at
What you gonna do
Who
now?
robbed it? Who you robbed it? There's not even one in the chamber. You forgot the racket. Like, bro.
It is getting bad. That's
It
why
is bad.
that's why we have decided as Formula Auto Bills Fab to just calm down, slow it down. I mean, we were doing every weekend. We have basically now. I mean, sometimes we don't want to do it every month, but you know, we try to live up to that reputation. Just to stay every month because people know what's to come if we host a meet. Not shitting on mob or street or anything like that, but it's just, you know, I've told them, we've told them that every single week thing gets boring.
Yeah.
And it's so dead because it's the same thing.
It's the same
so
cars.
why not go once a month and it be lit with all three groups and call it that? You know, because that's when it's like, you know, in Cobb County's been chill lately, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I get DMs all the time, and people always like, yo, like Tweedy sees them. Yo, is there any meets going on? Like, what can, you know, anything. Like, and like Mob hits us up, Street sometimes hits us up. It's like, yo, and new guys, BTM, something like that.
BTM Black?
Beats.
That's a Roswell group.
Whatever.
Well,
it is.
they
No,
were-
they're literally called BTM Black, I'm pretty sure.
Whatever.
With a blindfold.
I don't, that's a great question. I
Just say it.
I honestly think it's because it's at night.
Okay.
They
okay.
only host at night. I haven't seen,
Yeah.
at least from what I've
But,
seen.
Darkness.
Like, they hit us up all the time, like, yo, you trying to collab? I'm like, oh my god, that's stupid. And it's like, oh, like, they're trying to collab, and it's like, we could, but
Which just with like a lot of these newer groups, we don't know what to expect. You know, I don't
We don't.
really know what y'all do. Y'all could come in or come collab with us and totally just ruin the whole entire meet by doing dumb shit.
It could turn into a swing meet, which is what we don't want.
No.
I've told off a couple groups because of, you know, what they represent, and they're okay with representing them.
So that I'm good. That was in the past. I'm not gonna lie. Me being one of them, liking to go to swing meets in the past because that's just what I knew. Never thought I was gonna start something of my own. But me and Willie got to talking, and we were like, if we're gonna do this, this needs to stop.
Yeah.
So as far as stop hosting them and stop going to them, because Atlanta had a thing to where it's like at this point, if you're at one of these takeovers, swing meets, whatever, and you get caught recording or just being there, and they decide to block off roads, you're getting charged $1,000 spectating fee plus, depending on the situation, jail time for spectating.
Not even just being there. Like, you can have a modded car going down that road, and you even know what's going on.
The first big SWAT bus, I believe, was Gwinnett, and it was 32 cars impounded. I'm not saying all of them were swinging.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
But like, dude, if you even just so
It was
much
like 80
had
arrested.
an exhaust, wheels, your car was getting
80 something people. Imagine how full
It was
county
30
was.
It was 30 something cars, 80 something people, and like at least 20 firearms seized.
And Fulton County is already a packed jail.
Yes, man. Imagine being in a bunk with like 5 people.
That was
You get
the
arrested
big
by
one.
Fulton County.
That was
You go to jail in the city.
Yes, and
You don't
barbed
go to jail in
wires.
Fulton County.
That's
you
true.
go to jail in ATL, and it's dangerous.
Yes.
They don't play.
Hey,
No.
hey, you know
They do
what?
not play,
At
bro.
least they had something to talk about. They could talk about cars.
Yeah.
Don't matter. You got people been in there a while that's been looking for some fresh
But
meat.
some people get bailed out. Some people don't have the money to get bailed
That's
out.
true.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
dang, bro, you put yourself in this situation for what?
Yeah.
Clout,
To swing your car.
Swing your car. Yeah.
All I'm saying is like whatever inclination you have to do, there's a way you can do it legally.
We literally went to a drift event.
We did. We recorded at a
it
drift
was
event.
free for anybody to come drift.
See, stuff like that, man. Y'all not thinking outside the
Wait,
box.
is it for free? I don't think
that day was, yes.
Oh, it was. Oh, but not all the time though. I
No,
don't
not
think.
all the time, but it's like $50.
But there you go. You could spend $50, bring some crappy tires, and swing your car as much as you want.
Bro, literally not even that. Like, I'm not condoning anything, but like, take it somewhere where nobody else is. If you just got that wild hair that you want to go hoon around, take it somewhere where there's nobody.
No
Because,
one
like,
gets hurt.
Even if
A
you're
warehouse.
Even if bro.
I do it in private lot all the
Not
time.
saying to do
Not
it.
saying
but
to
like,
do it, but if you got the wild hair, don't take it to a street where you could hurt somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
And cops will tell us the same thing. If you're gonna swing it, we catch you swinging in an open parking lot.
Just
I've
so
had
you
cops-
know, there are literally counties. I don't know if it's a new law or something, but I've seen something where if I take a picture and either get your plate or car and information on you of you doing it, they can literally show up to your house and arrest you just off video, bro.
I have also had a cop tell me in a QT over by us that if I caught you swinging in a lot that's wide open with no people, I might not even go mess with you because you're not hurting anyone. You're not endangering anyone. It doesn't matter.
But most of the time, it's a lot of these cops that go try hard mode.
Yeah.
And like I got pulled over, and I got pulled for my taillight tent and my exhaust. Loud, I shoot flames. I'm like a BQ. But
Yeah.
I'm a Hyundai.
The
You
Hyundai.
disrespected yourself.
Yes, whatever. But like,
Trumpet A?
They all sound the same to me. I'm sorry.
Bubble machines.
Bubble machines.
Yeah.
I don't care. This is literally just for fun. Oh my god. But
I have one too.
hold on. But that cop was talking to me. He goes, "Oh, is that your buddy Shamar?" And I'm like, "Yeah. How do you know?" And it's in his girlfriend's truck. And I'm like, "Bro, like, how do you know that was him?" And then he goes, "Oh, yeah." And he just dips off. And he goes, as he's walking off, he deserves to be in jail. And like, yo, like, what was the point of that?
People targeting people.
It's targeting.
All I'm gonna say is I've been in conversation with that same cop, and he told me dead to my face that he was trying to target people in this group.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
literally wanted to arrest them, and it's just like, man, really?
And we went to high school with him.
I don't understand that. I thought we were best of buds, but I guess not. You put on a uniform, you act like a totally different person. That's cool. That's you.
Gets to your head.
Yeah, it definitely gets to their
It
head.
does get to their
First
head.
time with
I mean,
somebody,
not.
third time.
I mean, y'all may think I'm a little, rude around the cops or just like I don't,
It's your tone.
it's my tone towards the cops. But I will literally treat them as if they are not in uniform. because at the end of the day, they are still people as well. So as long as I'm giving you respect, I want respect back.
But if they don't give you respect, then they don't deserve respect back. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's probably the most blatant
And I
term.
respect
That's how everybody
cops.
got all, like everybody.
I
Everybody.
respect cops all day long. Like,
Absolutely.
You know, they keep you safe 100%. But you know, respect is huge, dude. Regardless.
And I've been pulled over a lot by a lot of respectable cops that have just let me go.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's like,
You don't have to let me go to be a respectful cop. That's
no,
not
but
what
it's
I'm
just
saying,
like
but,
the fact that you just did that. It's like,
I've gotten ticketed by respectful cops before.
Yeah, and I respect it.
It's
They're
like-
doing their job.
Yeah.
And they were
I mean,
respectful
it's
about
like
the
when I got
ticket.
pulled over by
Right.
GSP.
They're not
It was
rude.
cool.
Yeah, like when I got pulled over that me, people were like, "Rev it again!" Like, bro,
No.
I'm getting pulled over. There's a cop behind me. I'm not gonna disrespect him, and my car sounds like a damn nuke. I'm not gonna rev this thing right now, and it's just like, bro, y'all stupid. Y'all, it's just immature, whatever. And that's when a lot of these meets around here, like nowadays, it's like a lot of high schoolers, and every once in a while we get the adults that bring the cool builds, you know.
Like that guy at that I think that was actually a BTM Black Meat with the, I don't know if you guys were there, but it was a Evo with a $10,000 full carbon front end.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the one that's in
that's
Alpharetta?
404. He I've
Yeah.
been trying to do a shoot with him. He
Gorgeous car.
It's a cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah, fenders, hood, and full front clip.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still best car.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's just like, don't keep up with this immature stuff. We're not gonna host.
No.
I'm not gonna waste my time and you do this crap. That's why I'm trying to move towards shows.
I agree.
You know, shows are just better things. I want to invite people out of state, like Timber. She's in Tennessee. Like, I want to break her down and show her Atlanta life.
And have
stuff like that.
people come down and want to come down. That's the thing about it. We don't want them to
be driven away.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to come out because people hear stories about Atlanta. I'm like, oh, it's scary.
Nah.
I get told that all the time.
Nah.
Like, oh, am I gonna get robbed down here? Like, I was valeting in Atlanta way back when, and then I would just leave people like, am I gonna get robbed? You know what streets I'm gonna get robbed on? I'm like,
What?
No. So, I figure you know.
Damn.
Atlanta people are
You got
crazy,
racially
but
profiled.
most of them
That
most
is
of them are
racially
still
profiled.
kind of friendly.
You got racially profiled.
No, I definitely got racial profile. But it was just like, all right, nah, I don't know. Like, I don't live down here, really. I live in Cobb County, and, like, it's kind of different tone. Like, every part of, like, Atlanta is weird, bro.
Dude,
Nobody's the same.
No, seriously, the city, you'll go to a rich city, and then you'll go to a poor city, and then you'll be back in the rich. It's like the most random thing in the world.
Yeah, and it's just like, it could be the same city.
Seriously.
Like, it could be
different
like,
parts.
Like Acworth. There's a very rich part of Acworth. And then there's, the unfortunate,
We could say the same thing about Alpharetta, Marietta. It's the same thing. You'll go to a really nice part, and then there's a really bad part.
Exactly. But it's just, people act different. People want to be a fool.
Yep.
People don't know how to, grow up. It happens. We have people come over to the house don't know how to grow up.
That's true.
Tell them not to come back over.
And they're not coming back
I'm not
over.
doing that.
ATL stay lit.
No, 100%.
If you go into the city of Atlanta, like
There's always something to do.
Seriously.
Whether it's like Midtown by Mercedes or whether it's Buckhead, you can stick your head out the window and start screaming, and somebody will be there screaming with you, and I promise that.
Seriously.
Atlanta is wild.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate the city of Atlanta, but I love it at the same time.
Yeah, it's a
I
hit
hate
and
the
miss.
traffic.
That's
A
all
lot
it
of
is.
energy.
No, I feel
Yeah.
you. I feel you. Quick question. And this is for like JDM guys, whatever kind of situation. And that's word shake. Because
Yeah.
most of us, the four of us are usually American.
Yeah.
What do you think about, the new Supra versus a GTR? Because people been talking like, oh, that new Supra is a B58, right?
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
BMW. It's a BMW engine.
Yeah, and it's of course, yeah, it's a Beamer. They're like, oh, this thing's gonna wax a GTR. Stop. And it's
Slow.
like, stop. So
Slow.
what's stock anymore?
Yeah, seriously though, I think the thing about the car scene now is slow. Stop.
I mean, we can show them a little snippet of a stage 2 Supra versus a 500 all day long. just saying.
But that's a
Hit
different.
our other
that's-
channel. We's gonna be on there.
that's a different type of car. I think the thing right now, number one, the new Supra. Here's what I'm gonna say at least for now. Is it really a Supra? Because if you look at the old Supra and you look at the new Supra, yes, the body lines, there's some things, but it's more of a BMW than it is a Supra, at least in my opinion.
I'm gonna say no.
It looks more
I'm
like
gonna
a
say you're.
Z4.
Yeah.
But I give to him. It's a badass car.
It's a badass
Hey,
car.
That's
His mom has one.
The best looking car BMW's ever made.
It reminds me of.
Hold on a
What
second.
about the G80? What about the G80?
G80.
Yo.
Oh! He's
That's
gonna get some hate for that one.
Look, that's
But-
a cool car. That car is dumb.
But
fast.
going back to
yeah.
going back to stock for stock, right now I think the crazy thing to me is that 1,000 horsepower now is like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like
That's normal.
it's only
1,000 horsepower is the new 800.
Seriously,
No, it's a new like 500. Like back then.
Dude,
Like,
that's the
back
thing.
in the
That's
day.
the thing that people don't understand. Like a lot of these people in the car scene, hear about the racing scene, and they hear, oh, this car has 1,500 horsepower, this car has 1,000. Bro, most of those people that say that your 500 or 600 horsepower car is slow, if they got put behind the wheel, they would shit a brick.
Swear.
And I promise that.
Swear.
500 and 600 horsepower cars are still stupid fun.
I really think it depends on the application.
A rear-wheel
Because-
drive 500 horsepower car will give you so much fun.
Okay,
Like,
the
yeah,
power is
they
there,
don't-
but what is it that really scares you when you drive it? Is the torque.
It's torque for me.
It's
Like,
all torque for me.
100%.
I
It's
don't
torque.
that's why I like diesel.
Well, it also
Diesels.
depends on what
Top
type.
speed is cool, but I feel like if you just have all that torque and you're sat down, I feel like you're about to rip through the seat off of a launch. That's where I find.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
If I can put you in your seat, then you should know that my shit's fast.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go 180, 200 mile an hour to find that out?
that is true. That is true. Now hold on. Let's
Just
talk about top speed. Talk about top speed and putting people in their seats.
In Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Well-
All this is filmed in Mexico.
What do y'all think about electric cars and what they're doing in the car scene and like people are calling some of these electric cars slow and not a car, doesn't have a soul.
So,
Okay.
what are we gonna? What do you think
They
about
ain't
this?
slow. I'll
they're
put it
not-
out.
They're not
They're
slow.
not fast.
They're not
They're not
fast.
fast.
Quick.
They're
quick.
yes.
They accelerate very rapidly and very quickly.
But they hit their top speed and they die.
They hit their top speed quicker, yes, and they're done.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I go buy a Tesla Plaid. Cool. I can do a little update and get a little.
Oh, get your 70 extra horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what else can you do?
I think
Run out of battery.
Wheels, bags.
I mean, you can do aesthetics. You can do aesthetics, but
You
that's
can.
it.
No,
That's
listen,
it.
You're
listen,
tapped out. You're
listen,
tapped
the
out.
thing that people don't understand is the thing about the electric cars. Now, take it with a grain of salt. The thing about electric cars that people don't realize is like a lot of these Teslas are all-wheel drive, and some of these other cars, the Rimac or whatever it's called,
The
one that's
Rimac
2,000
Navara?
Yeah, the one that's 2,000 horse. I believe it's all-wheel drive. A lot of these cars, take your basic Model 3 performance Tesla, put it on a track application. It will
move.
It will make a lot of people very mad.
Yes.
It will.
That would be
It's
such
the,
a good
it's
track
the
car.
all-wheel drive feature, though.
Because the torque. It's
Yes.
quick.
Yeah.
Come out of the
that's why
corners faster.
That's why they eliminated it from FD.
It's also
It's
low-
eliminated from FD.
It's,
They're making their own section for it, I think.
it's
I
low
think.
center of gravity. All the Tesla batteries and a lot of other cars, the batteries are completely on the bottom. That car will be planted. There's videos. They flip test cars when they produce.
I think you were telling me
I
this.
was talking
Yeah,
about this.
Tesla
A,
don't
Tes-
flip.
a Tesla
Yeah,
will
Tesla
always right itself
does
because
not
it's so
flip.
heavy on the bottom.
You take the car and literally throw it in a sand pit. And if you watch the video, like the Model X will literally come up to about here because they
And
throw
then-
it so hard
and roll right
fly
back.
down.
Because everything's towards
Low
the
center
bottom.
of
They're
gravity.
all the weights at the bottom.
But they're-
Yeah, I think electric cars have, and they've made the E races and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, you go to Atlanta Motorsports Park and those one-seater carts are electric.
And I will say some of these cars they're cool. I mean, like some of these cars are nothing
No.
you've ever seen on the road. Like the Porsche Taycan, that's a badass
Oh,
looking
that is
car.
one of my
The Audi-
favorites.
If you hate electric cars, ride in a couple of the fast ones and you'll smile.
Audi e-tron.
Look, I think they're fun
Good-looking
and
car.
fast. I would never go out my way and go buy one.
I could understand as a daily driver, if you have a long commute, an electric car would be great. You don't
My
have
thing is
I like my motor.
I don't know.
It's
I like
all
to hear
about-
me popping
it's-
a million down the road.
It's
I
all
mean, I
about
understand.
modifications for us, and I think that's the one thing.
That
It's
is
like,
true.
I like to be able to hear my vehicle, whether it's super loud, whether it's not. It's just like, it's one of those things that like modifications are a huge part, and the only thing that you can do with them as far as making them faster is weight savings.
Yeah.
Taking the seats out,
Everything
literally
else.
gutting it.
Making an exo plaid, which
Yeah.
has been done
Yeah.
Yep.
wild.
That Boosty Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the most embarrassing thing to me, and me and Jessica rode in the plaid, and he did put it in cheetah mode.
I've never been on
And
one.
the
I still
most
want to.
embarrassing thing to me is because people can't hear anything, you reacting to how fast the car jumps off the line and you can hear yourself, and it's like, what are you reacting to?
Yeah.
And it's so weird because they're not in the seat, but it's like they're watching a video of you screaming and yelling, oh, holy crap, oh my God. It's like, bro, they can't
makes
hear
no
anything.
noise.
It's
The
so...
camera doesn't do justice.
The camera, it's so weird, but I will say that
Speaking
plaid
of,
is...
if you have a plaid, please, I really want to get a ride
Oh
in one.
my
I'm,
God.
I'm,
But I mean,
I'm scared.
I'll put it this way: like you watch the racing videos, regardless of brand, motor, taken equally as high horsepower. So what are the plaids? What are the plaids?
1,020 is what they're saying.
Okay.
On
So
their
if
thing.
you take a Honda, take a Ford, take a Chevy, take whatever brand truck, car, van, doesn't matter the motor. Take 1,000 horsepower car, and they always sound insane.
Yes.
Insane.
It's something about being in boost that just
there's NA 1,000 horsepower.
I know,
setups.
and it's the nastiest sounding.
Just high horsepower cars sound nuts.
That Chevy motor y'all were telling me about, isn't that over 1,000 horsepower?
Yes.
That new one?
The 632.
The 632.
The 632?
The 632
Crazy.
is a
Crazy.
NA build, just
10.4 liter.
Oh, I almost said the new
1,000
Hell.
on pump gas, 1,000 horsepower.
I almost had the Demon 170, but that's not
No.
that's not NA.
No.
supercharger.
I would have to say, I give it to Chevy for making 1,000 horsepower NA motor versus Dodge's crate motor, which is the Elephant, which is also 1,000 horsepower,
Alright.
but has a supercharger on it.
So I have for Chevy people, there's two factory made Chevy cars, high horsepower. So you have the Copo,
Yep.
Correct.
which they do carry in the 632.
Yes.
So
Do they
we'll just
really?
say,
Yes.
would you take the 632 Copo, which is their factory drag car, has the rear end, the wheels, the cage, shifter.
This is a
everything.
Shamar question.
Or would you take the 6th gen Yinko SC?
Yanko.
Wait, what is that?
Yanko, well, only because that car is streetable
Wait.
Yes.
with a parachute on the back.
That is a stage 4. They call it their stage 4 6th gen
It is
Go
a
Camaro.
SC.
1,000
It
horsepower.
is a 3-liter Whipple
Yes.
built 416 LT.
LT4.
I think it's an LT4, but it's a
Yes.
416. It's
Yes.
stroked out,
SC.
and then it's got all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the company that like actually built all of the blocks and such, but
Oh, that's a cool car. I didn't even know what that looked like.
It's from factory 1,500 horse.
See,
It is.
me personally, I'm gonna take the
I don't like
Copo.
that price
Wait,
though.
I'm gonna take the Copo because I see more if it's a full-on drag car.
What year are you
Well,
talking about?
okay, would you rather have a drag street
So
car
it's
or a
1,000
strictly drag
to
car?
1,150.
Thing is, if I got a Copo,
Am I talking about the wrong
I
thing?
throw some bottles on it, 250 shot, little small shot. And
Hold on, you're calling a 250 a small shot?
when it comes to those type of cars, that's a small
Yes,
shot.
because it's a
Wow.
big block motor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And make that a money maker.
True.
Yeah,
I go
true.
to Alabama, take some money.
Mexico.
I still take it on the street.
Mexico.
And I just run them, just for fun. Just run them. Take it to Texas 2K, Florida 2K.
All right,
Run them.
all right. Look, what's one car, one singular car that if you had to pick it up from the dealership, go race in Mexico that night, and you would take some money, what car would it be?
Are we talking stock for stock?
Stock, like literally.
Stock
you
comes
just-
from
you
the
just-
factory.
You just went and picked it up at a dealership and went straight to the streets
And
That's-
started racing.
and started racing. You made some money that night.
Oh, easy.
I would
Easy.
probably have to say,
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I already got it.
I would. Oh
I already
no.
got it.
Are we talking about roll or dig?
That's
That's
okay.
a good question.
That is. We'll go with roll.
Roll.
Ooh.
I know. So okay, just because I'm a fan of them, I would probably have to say a 765 LT.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no, he said roll.
That's a fair
Yeah.
statement.
He said roll.
That's a fair
Okay.
statement.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to, cause I can't leave my babies of Chevy. I'm gonna go to CA06.
Oh.
L-
C8?
Super. That's a 600 horsepower car.
But it's a absolute demon.
No.
It's an
So
absolute
what you should
demon.
have said. What you
E-Ray,
should have said.
E-Ray.
No,
what
you should have said the ZR1.
C7
ZR1. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You're stupid.
No.
You're
so
wild.
dumb.
You're wild.
You're so dumb.
He'll eat up that McLaren all day.
What?
All day.
What would?
The
What would?
C8Z06?
They're
not
supercharged.
supercharged.
They're not supercharged.
It don't matter, bro. Oh my
It would have
God.
made more
You're so
sense
dumb.
if you said
Dig
C8ZR1.
Dig and roll, it'll eat all day.
We said roll though.
I eat those already.
The
They're
What are
slow.
you talking about?
No, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. No.
What is factory numbers on a 765?
765. Wow.
Okay, so
That's the Z06.
But we weigh about the same.
The Z06 made.
We weigh about the same. We weigh about the same.
3,100 pounds for the McLaren.
It's not too far from. Look up the
Somebody
C8.
look up.
I got it,
look it up.
Oh my God, bro.
Probably like 35 the most.
Willie.
35 the most.
I'm willing to bet you put a C7 Z06 right next to a C8 Z06 and that C7 will
670.
take it.
670.
What?
What?
Horsepower.
We're not talking
Not
about
horsepower. Weight.
Wait.
Oh, my bad.
See,
You were already-
It made 604 wheel on the dyno straight from the factory.
Okay.
It weighs 3,774 pounds.
700 pounds on the fucking McLaren.
Okay.
Not counting your big ass in the car.
Look, honestly, y'all, if y'all want to see this type of race, we gonna find one. I already got to see a Z06 guy.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, we have a modified. Well, actually,
Not fair.
No,
No, we got.
I can
you
find-
said
I can
765, right?
765.
it's willing to race.
Oh, hold on, 765.
LT.
That fat ass fucking wing on the back.
What about it?
No,
Rag.
that's a
It
Senna.
can stay down.
It can stay down.
Not all the way to the car.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, it
Yes,
can.
it
Don't
can.
get to a car like the 765.
Yes.
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 It's the same body.
That's
Okay.
the car I would go with.
Ah!
That motherfucker is expensive.
Nigga, you talking about having
But
$1 million.
that's next purchase.
It
Okay.
is.
Hold on, we're still.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're
Now,
still.
okay, would it be fair if he said C8ZR1?
No, it's not fair. The car's
No,
not-
How is that not fair? When
It's
that,
not released.
But it's not
released.
out.
Okay,
not gonna come out.
but we already know the drivetrain.
He
in
says
it.
it's not going to
It's
come
not
out.
going to come
it's-
out because they came out with the EV one. The
No, it's
Stinger
still
EV.
coming out.
It's still coming out. They
Since
already.
when?
Okay,
Bro.
wait, we haven't even finished
Going
what everybody
around.
else is
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You're
Okay,
You're
let
tripping nuts.
yeah.
You're tripping nuts.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Okay,
gonna say.
okay.
Let him
You
stick-
think a 600 horsepower car is gonna go and take money on the streets of Atlanta? You're tripping.
Okay.
Next.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have a good choice for this, but I'm gonna go with Porsche. And I'm gonna say a 918 Spider. It's a fast car.
You're
I
drunk as
can
fuck.
I can
You're
revert
drunk
that.
as-
I can revert that
Turbo S.
really quick.
Turbo
a
S.
992 Turbo S will take that car
And
all
shit
day
on it.
long.
I
Shit
don't
on
know.
it.
I don't know speed.
Actually,
honestly,
in fact,
speeds
I'm
on.
gonna change my answer to a 992 Turbo S.
Okay.
That will take a lot of people's money.
That probably
The
would.
C's don't gap for that shit. Okay.
What about you, Frankie?
That's not happening. There's no way.
The Z06
720.
could barely take.
He
a
said
decent
720.
720?
He said
That
720.
would be right there with the
Bullshit.
65.
Somebody pull up the video.
This
No, no, no,
They
no,
are-
And,
No,
if
no,
I,
no,
if,
no, no.
and if I had to choose a different car, it would probably be a Porsche GT3 RS.
For
Okay.
what?
Or a
Rolls?
GT2.
Rolls? NA?
Yeah.
Do you know, like that
You're
car?
drunk.
You know
You're
how
drunk.
light it
so
is?
drunk.
You're drunk.
Dude,
You know how
the
light that car is.
Z06 could not
It's a-
beat that car.
It
Or
couldn't.
The Z06 beat that car.
Hold on.
It
So-
did?
You're drunk.
Yes. the
What
Z06
about
beat that car.
what about a 2RS? Isn't that not an NA
No,
car at
it's-
that point?
That's turbo.
Turbo,
car.
but-
That's turbo car.
What was yours, Tweedy?
My
He said-
original was a C7ZR1.
And then switched it.
I then changed it to a
Oh,
992
oh,
turbo.
Okay, so
No,
okay,
I'll stay.
cool.
I'll
So
stay at 01.
okay, so out of every, he said 720.
I said 918.
Okay, and your Z06 So out of all the cars that we just listed, who is winning out of the list that we just named? Be for real. And Willie, be realistic.
He said 720.
765.
765.
918.
In theory, just based off numbers, he wins over you. Just
Oh,
that's
yeah,
stock
of
for
course.
Yes.
Through numbers. The 918 is they quote 1,000. It's a hybrid car.
It is a hybrid car.
It would do nasty things on the street.
Because
It's limited as fuck.
I'll stay with the 01 because that
It's
was my
limited as
first.
fuck.
That was my first.
Is it?
Okay.
It's
The
limited.
one.
Remember,
It's
we gotta
limited.
think
Yeah.
governors.
Limited.
These cars are
They
coming
can't go
off the
over
lot
200.
with governors.
Bro, this
Yeah,
is
but-
this is
That's 60 to 130?
His
this is
his
60
ZR1 is 780
Oh.
horsepower from the
I thought we
factory.
were talking about gear to gear.
But it's limited.
Gear to gear.
This is 60
If
to
you're
130.
doing, if you're
60 to 130.
This is 60 to 130.
All those cars can do that.
No,
Yes.
no 60 to 160.
No, 60 to 130.
50 to 130.
That is the
Deal.
most basic roll that there is.
We're not going to even ship that out of a gear.
160.
Yeah, what the
No.
fuck? I'm stuck in second, goddamn.
I said 60 to 130.
60 to 130 is a normal number.
It is normal.
That's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go based
Okay,
off those numbers.
let Shamar win that one. Let Shamar win that.
That's fine.
I ain't got
Against the ZR1, 765
Versus.
versus
Wait,
780
the
horsepower.
only thing I've never seen a 918 ever roll race.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I never.
But
seen
the
a
thing about it,
918
off of like
off a dig.
that thing
Through
would
all of those
eat.
cars, the 918
Would
Because their
eat.
tires are like 335s on the rear.
It has
It's
a
a hybrid
hybrid.
car.
It's a hybrid
It's a
drivetrain. It
hybrid
would
car.
eat.
What do you think? Your Z06 gonna do anything? Because it's
Shit.
not.
Roll back to the dealership.
Hey, I got some thumbs here. Hey, nah, bro, y'all drunk, bro.
Oh,
What do you
dude.
think's gonna win that?
Nah,
What do
I
you
ain't
think's
count.
gonna win that?
I ain't count. We're gonna be side by side on that dig race.
Hey, drive time. If you guys are watching this, you seen
Side
drive
by
time?
side.
Line them all up. Get all 5 cars. Let's line them up and see
After
what
this, I'm
happens.
gonna show Willie. There's a video right after the Z06 was posted of a GT3, not even RS, and the
GT3.
Z06 could barely beat it off a dig. That's an NA car.
Bro, I think you're right talking about regulars.
So is the C8Z06. It's NA.
It is.
It's NA.
It's a
They're
fast
not
lane.
charged.
I know.
That's NA versus NA.
I know.
Alright.
And it could barely take it. And we're talking about all boosted
nothing.
applications.
So, while we're on this subject of who can win against who, because we all know who's so-called the king of roll races, nicknamed Godzilla, I gotta bring this up because it's been trending everywhere. This man, Dan, and I love Dan, but
He talking his shit.
he's talking his shit right now. And I don't really know how much his GTR makes. He could be lying.
1400
1400.
is what's claimed.
Did he just get exposed for losing?
Who'd he race?
I don't know. I just saw it on Instagram not that long ago. They were talking about
It could be fake.
I will say, like, the
he
stuff,
lost.
the stuff proclaimed, the stuff he talks about, the Hellcats and demons and stuff, he said that he went out to Texas 2K, went up to their whole big group of some of the fastest, and they just turned around and stopped and didn't talk to him when he went to call it. That's proclaimed. I did
Because
not
what?
see it with mine
Because
own
what?
eyes.
He's so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, GTRs are fast.
But he's a basic ass GTR.
Why?
What
What's
do
up?
you
He has-
claim is basic GTO?
Basic to
Whoa,
me
whoa,
is
whoa,
bolt-ons. The
A
GTR will
1,000
make...
1,000 horsepower to 1,600 horsepower.
No,
That's
no,
not
basic.
that's
Basic.
That's
No,
not
no, no,
basic.
hold on,
No,
hold on, hold on.
that's
A
Basic street
basic
car. Basic street car.
GTR.
Basic street car.
Okay.
When you start having turbos up front, different transmission, you got a car, it's not a street car.
I'm just saying, basic to me is bolt-on 800 horsepower
But
GTR.
He is claiming anyone dig or roll.
So,
No,
but
doesn't
no,
race
he
it.
don't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, the fuck he did.
He didn't race in that.
No, he said no dig, bro.
He
I'd
said dig.
What's
When? He's been saying that.
What's that one YouTube channel that they do? They do all those dig races. That we
Drive
watched?
time?
I think so. That
Yeah.
Dan Brewer's on.
The British guy?
No,
I think this might be somebody else.
It's one where they bring two people and
Oh, Hooligan!
I think it's
Hooligans.
Hooligans. Yeah, he was on Hooligans and he lost in the GTR because he didn't want to do a dig.
Yeah.
He did
doesn't
the
do
roll.
dig.
He rolled into it and still lost.
Okay, but
What did he go against again?
I can't remember. I feel like it was
I
some
remember
muscle.
him being on there.
It was something
but
muscle.
Let's account for the fact that this has been some time since then.
It has.
It has,
This has been some time.
but he has come out and said he's not a dig car. He is a roll race car.
Dude, see, that's the thing is the videos I've seen is he was on a podcast, and I don't know what podcast, but he was literally like, dig or roll, I'll take it.
He raced a 1,370 horsepower Ford Mustang.
Interesting.
Fox body?
Looks like an old
He raced a Fox body or New Edge.
New Edge.
Oh, okay.
Even better.
But my thing is, then you have in the other corner, after he said that, Boosted Lucky.
Boy, he been.
Hold on, wait.
Boosted Lucky
Shut up, Jake.
posted what he has
Number
been.
JD.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What he has been doing.
He's been.
But here's my
He's
argument.
doing.
Should he own to me, Boosted Lucky looks like a straight dig car.
He was rolls.
He was.
But somebody could tell me I'm wrong, but I think Lucky's trying to get out of the street scene.
Yeah, because he lost.
Well, he
lost
blew up the car.
that Whippled 10
He
speed.
was losing, but this is also a Hellcat trying to street race, and for a while he was doing good, but he's about to be one of the fastest very soon.
By the way, I
think they need to line it up.
Challenger, yeah.
I just scrolled past a video that said he was making 1,600 plus.
Yeah, he is.
Bro.
So he's not 1,400 anymore.
He's doing 8.2s in the
You
quarter.
forget about Nightcat.
Oh my God.
Nightcat is.
About-
Is that a roll car or a dig car?
Both.
Both.
What numbers does he put up?
I don't think he'll say.
Unknown.
He's a
We
twin
can't-
cat though.
Yeah, I know. I understand there are twin turbo Hellcats that put up numbers, but until we see numbers,
There are twin charge cats
I
out
was
there
about to
too.
say there are twin charge cut and
They don't
Hellcat.
put- they don't put up numbers up.
They don't. Which is the twin
So he needs to
charge.
stop blower.
Yes, any twin charge vehicle disappoints me.
Yeah.
It really does because
1,000 horsepower is most.
I've seen 1,500, but it's like
So,
wow.
Weston Chamberlain made 13 on his.
Oh,
Charger.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
It just
Was it
disappoints
twin
me.
charge?
So it's like, what is the point of doing
It
that?
sounds cool.
It doesn't whine anymore.
No, it doesn't.
That's the
You
coolest part
barely-
about a Hellcat.
You barely hear the
I'm sorry.
jaws. Oh,
You
God.
hear? So
That's
what?
the only reason why I buy a Hellcat.
So what? You just
They're
hear?
not even supposed to do that.
He did say that the other day. He said
It's,
they're not
it's an issue
supposed to
from
do-
the factory,
Yeah.
from the blower, that one of
Blowers
the
are not
screws.
supposed to make that noise.
It's too much air
They
going
do
through.
make a noise, but it's not supposed to be that.
Hey, so LT4 got it on top of that Hellcat. Then
Get that slow shit.
he got it on top of that Hellcat.
Get-
You
get-
barely hear that blower. I don't even.
If you ain't said
Wait.
Ain't nobody worried about that flat ass blower.
Let's hold on. If we're talking about not hearing a blower, can we talk about the fact that a GT500 doesn't make a whine almost at all?
Oh, it does.
It does.
It
You
does.
just have to pulley the fuck down.
Like
2.7, 2.5.
2.5.
I will say,
Two.
if we shoved like 30 pounds of towels in Frankie's exhaust, you would hear it.
you'd probably hear it. 30 pounds
Well, we
of
did
towels.
Well,
in
it sounds
that
straight
video
pipe.
with the Supra.
We did hear the blower.
But that was what's crazy is
But
I've
we
never
were
heard his
also-
blower in person. I had to go back at a video to hear his blower.
That's
Well,
what I'm
you can hear
saying.
Brian's.
Yeah, but he was pulley down, wasn't
He's
he?
pulled
He was
down,
pulled down.
to a
Before you can
2.8.
hear Brian. Before
And-
you can pull it down.
We also have a different exhaust.
Correct.
Yeah.
Your exhaust is loud.
His
Straight up.
was theoretically, in theory,
Factory mufflers.
louder, but he was high flow cats.
That's true.
That is
Brian
true.
does have high flow cats.
I don't know why you run high flow cats, but
Oh, but hey,
Well, they
man,
get those
I
sunflower seeds out of your mouth.
hey, shut up, ho. Oh, sorry.
Cats.
For all your hoes out there.
Hit my
Cats are just a suggestion.
But
Okay, the thing I will say is, like, I've never not been a fan of Lucky just because he's street racing a cat. That was already one of those things that's just like, damn, you bold. And then on top of it, the day before he ran his fastest pass, which was 823 is the new number. The night before, they did a full motor swap, 15 hours straight off the trailer, ran an 8.2. That's like literal, like full race team stuff. That you know, you gotta give props where props is due. He's putting numbers out.
So you
to
think
win
he's going to hit the sevens?
oh,
Yeah.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. He hit 8.2 real quick.
Yeah. But honestly, good topics today. But we're gonna have to end it here.
That's all we got for today.
We're
That
gonna
is
wrap
it.
Wrap it up.
But thanks for watching this video. We're gonna get more content for y'all.
Next week.
hopefully next week. If these,
Definitely next
Yep.
week.
No, definitely next week.
Thank you. If you could go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, let me know how y'all like to
Give us topics.
Yeah, give us
Give
some
us
topics.
some more topics
Give
to
us
talk about.
people to interview
Yeah, facts.
for real. Cause we got people, but
Give us shit talkers, please.
yeah,
Give us shit talkers.
but yeah. Go ahead and like and subscribe. See y'all later.
That's a wrap.